Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Seven yards there and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point attempt to come here. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, you know, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go. Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. From the gun, it's Lance. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first-half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
Throwing to start the drive. Hall. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now Hall throwing on 1st down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Seahawks at 7-1 now on the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins, take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The Lance going to throw. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go. Stevens. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Lance. Over the middle, complete. It's Stevens. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now a handoff up the middle. Stevens. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Taken in at the 3. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back. You can move forward from there.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trey Lance leading his offense out for this next drive. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On first down, Lance, flush to his right. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Shotgun now for Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Lance. And he's got it. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this 1st half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge, a successful one. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake. Hall. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Ready? From the 44, Lance got a man. That's Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo, and they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. The Bills looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Rams, but they got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. And that to the 30. It'll be second down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. And now a hook up downfield on second down. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Hall steps away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. And we sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Off the play fake. Hall. Throw left side complete. That's Holloway. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 3's all around. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Hall being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And Lance again going to keep it. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Lance. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Hall, off play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holloway.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Back to throw. Hall. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant from 4 yards out.
And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lance. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Working from the gun, Lance.
He finds his man, complete. That's Stevens.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Lance. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 20-yard line. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
Lance going to hold on to it.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
And Lance again going to keep it.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50. 30. 10. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Lance. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw. Lance, and that will be incomplete. The trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's got some space here.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
That good for 19 and a 1st down. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
On the slant, it's Fant. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here's Hall. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man. Complete. That's Holloway. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. Throw left side. Complete. That's Holloway. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the 1st down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. But there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because...
Into a double team and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Hall. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll